All right, so in the most recent version, we added support for volume by price, what's called footprint or number bar study in Sierra charts. So let's see what that looks like. So I'm going to add the numbers bar study to the chart. Let's set this up with bid and ask volume. Okay, so the numbers bars basically shows us volume by price, what's called volume by price data. And this is also called a footprint chart. So what it basically is telling us is how much volume is traded on each bar at each price level. Okay, so if I zoom in on a specific bar, let's say this one, okay, I can see at each price level within the bar how much was traded at each level on the bid side and on the ask side. Okay, so 46 and 0, 88, 163, and this is the total volume. Okay, so we can see if there was more buying or more selling at this level. Okay, so volume at the bid would be selling, volume at the ask would be buying, basically. Now, so in the new version, we added an option to access this data. So let's go see what that looks like, and I'll show you how we do that. Okay, so as always, we'll import the library. So from trade 29.sierra chart bridge bridge. Okay, we'll create our bridge object. Bridge equals Sierra chart bridge. Okay, and now the function we're going to use to get this data is our bridge request graph data. Where is it? Graph data request. This one, right? So what we need to give it is basically we're going to get the key, right, as usual. And in this demonstration, I'm not going to be using live data, so I'll just use historical data. So historical minute bars. Let's just get one bar for now so we can look at it. That we don't need anything else. Let's get oh yeah, and we need to enable set include volume by price equals to true. Okay, that's going to make the request. After that, we're just going to go to the queue, get response queue, and just it's a single message, so I can just do this. Okay, and then this will be our message, our response message. Once we have the response message, we can do print message.data frame, and that'll give us an idea of what this looks like. So basically, we have that going. Now I have Sierra chart running, and I can run this thing and see what happens. Okay, what did I do wrong? I'll keep doing this. Okay, so basically what I got here was back the data frame, and the data frame includes the bar timestamp, whether the bar is closed or not. In this case, it's the live bar, and 0 means that it's not closed, right? It's the current one. So if I look on Sierra charts, I'll see that we're looking at this bar here, right? The 1025 bar. This one, and it's 0 because it's not closed. And then we have a tuple with, or a list of tuples with the volume by price data. Okay, so the footprint data comes down here. And then what we're seeing is going from the bottom of the bar up the volume at each level. So if I make this Look at this like that, and look at this like this. Let's bring this here. Like that. And look at it like this, then we will see that on the live bar, the bottom price here is 4474.25, which is this. It has a bid volume of 21, which is right there, and an ask volume of 0, right? So we see that. After that comes the total volume, which is just this plus this. You're always going to see that the total volume is a summary of these two numbers. And the final number is number of trades that were traded at this volume. Okay, so what we see here is that there was a total of 21 contracts traded, and it was done over 11 trades, which is roughly like two contracts per trade, basically. Okay, and then as we go up, we'll see that we have the next level, 4474.5, with bid volume of 469 and an ask volume of 144, and we see that right here. Okay, and that goes up. If we want to see this a little bit better, maybe we can just access this column here. Okay, so if I do this, this is column 2, right? Let's see what happens if we print just column 2. Okay, so we're getting this data frame on its own. Okay, let's see if we can see more. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so that's the way that we can basically access all this data. Now, if I go and change this, let's say to 5 bars, okay, now we'll get 5 bars. Let's run this again. Okay, so now we're getting basically 5 bars of volume by price data, right? So bar 0 is the bar we just looked at. This is bar 1 here is this bar here, right? Starts out with 46 and 0, like we see down here, and then 88 and 163, which is this, and it goes up, and it goes up as well here, right? So bar 2, bar 3, bar 4, going back in time. All right. That, I think, is basically it.